man, what an absolutely miserable Valentine's Day. It's fucking raining, as it has been for weeks now. And I have class from 7 to 10 tonight, so no Valentine's Day for me. I mean, yeah, that's obviously the only reason why I don't have a date tonight. But it is 11 a.m. and I am hungry. So it is, you guessed it, time for another episode of Hilma's Frankenstein Kitchen!
Step 1. Take a fuck ton of beef and dice the shit out of it. And I mean really dice the shit out of it. Don't stop until it's been absolutely atomized. Next up, turn on the fire thingy. Pour some extra virgin olive oil onto the pan. Cause you saw some motherfucker do it once and it looked rad. Why shouldn't you be allowed to do it too? Remember to spread that shit all over your pan. Exactly like that, yes. Next, slap your diced beef onto the pan. And I mean all of it. Don't hold out on me now, motherfucker. Now here comes the most important part about cooking. Stir that shit. Really stir the fuck out of it. Next up, take some random condiments and douse that shit all over your beef. Which condiments, you ask? I don't fucking know. Step 4087. Take some of your extra frozen veggies and put them in there too. Why not? Clearly I'm not a man with a plan. Again, and I really can't stress this enough, stir the fuck out of it. And I mean really get in there. Wow, that is looking
so good. You really are a master chef? Oh god.
Step 32. Put some rice in there because you still have a backload of that. You might as well use it. Now you better be fucking stirring that shit. Now this dish really seems to be missing something. Some key ingredient that makes everything better. Oh yeah, dump some fucking X in there next. Because why the fuck not? Now take a moment to look at what you've done. Yeah, that's right. You created that cosmic terror. Nobody can stop you. Why the fuck did you stop stirring? Congratulations, you are now a master chef. You will get all the bitches and all the money in the world. Reflect on that.
Okay, I'm a little bit nervous for this one. I mean, it doesn't really look like food, but it surprisingly smells like food. I'm hoping it tastes like it too. This is actually good. So this is my roommate Drew. Drew, do you wanna taste this shit?
See, he's getting me to agree to stuff on camera so I can't dispute it in court later. No, not bad.
Yeah.
One thing to try mixing in with the rice is the curry powder we have up there. So it's more of a fried rice flavor to
Ooh.
it. Yeah.
I'm
There's
learning.
also Creole. This.
Oh, this should.
Yeah, put a little on your hand and give it a try.
Oh, hell yeah.
Here you go.
Use some of this bullshit.
I always, whenever I make ramen, I don't use the flavor packets. I'll usually mix it with whatever spices and stuff that we have. Make our own flavor. I always go with this. Mayonnaise and sriracha, you kind of get that spicy sauce that you get at a lot of Japanese restaurants.
Yeah.
That and when you're cooking, kind of experimenting with like different marinades and sauces and stuff like that. What I usually do for ribs is I'll take Tapatio Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce, put that in a small bowl, add a little bit of water, mix it in, and that'll be kind of the marinade that I use for ribs.
Oh, cool.
Then I use that Tapatio Sweet Baby Ray's as my grill mix. Yep.
Nice.
Good to go. Well, that tasted delicious without this, so.
Well, thank you for being a guinea pig for a second.
I have a feeling I'm going to be doing that quite a bit more.
Mayhap. what I've been doing this week is I've been doing some early work on my 3D character models for the Lavender twins. Now these are two distinct characters, but since they're your twins, I can kind of cheat the process a little bit. So the process usually goes like this. You sketch out a character, you get the measurements and the proportions right, then you move those sketches and drawings into ZBrush or Maya, and then you sort of sculpt out the body, the basic figure of it. Now, in normal cases, I would have to do this twice, as these are two characters, but since they are twins, I kind of just need to make one template model, really, and then I divide those into two. Now, once I've gotten the basic figure of the two of them down, I had to move the model over to Maya to retopologize it. Now, I could probably sit here for hours and try and explain that process and do a very poor job of it, but basically what you're seeing on screen now, the sort of grid-like patterns are the basically the polygons. There's a sort of method to how they're all lined up to make the face and the body look normal once they've been rigged. Now, I'm not entirely sure how much I'm going to go into the whole rigging process for these models. I might just like sculpt them into a certain pose and then render them out, but it's still just a good habit to have to always retopologize your things. The face is always the hardest part, but once you finish with that, the rest of the body kind of just takes about a couple of hours, I would guess, maybe 3. And I've been able to kind of get through this pretty fast. I'm a little bit proud of myself. Now, next week, once I'm done with retopologizing it, I'm gonna finally be able to split the models into two, since even though they have the sort of same basic physique, there are differences between them. Like Soul is a little bit sort of tomboyish and therefore is a bit more muscled, while Luna is more curvy, is a little bit more elegant, and obviously she also has the horns. So that's when I finally start to get into those sort of refined design choices for the characters. Next week I'm also gonna have to go into more concept work for Raccoon Kid, so I guess I'll probably cover that in the next episode, because what I'm gonna have to finish before Wednesday is the script and a beat board, which is sort of the between stage of the outline and the storyboard. So I've been working on that these past few days. So yeah, it's basically work every single day, but to be perfectly honest, I kind of don't mind it. This is exactly what I want to do in life. For like the first time in my life, I don't wake up, nervous about what today is gonna bring, or depressed that I have to go to work, or whatever. I'm just doing what I love. Not many people can say that.